I fell in love with the sport of softball at the age of 5 when my mom took me to the mall and signed me up. Those days playing for the Honeybees and being coached by my mom and singing as loud as I could, walking down the road to the cemetery, unbeknownst to me, is what formed the foundation for what was to come in regards to knowing myself and challenging myself under the bleachers. In those early years, my mom exposed me to the value of teamwork. I learned that importance of relying on teammates, the challenges of what it takes to become a leader, and fostering a culture of growth. In the words of my mother, use life stepping stones to build your character. As I transitioned to high school, I had another opportunity to play for a great coach, my dad. A football coach at heart, my dad took it upon himself to learn the game of softball in order to help me further my love for softball. And that's exactly what he did. Coaching both my sister and I, he led us to the state tournament and built a program founded on hard work. While there were challenges being the coach's daughter, there is one thing I learned and now emulate from my dad, and that is discipline and an unquestionable work ethic. During his tenure as head softball coach, he created a hitting facility underneath the bleachers of our football stadium. He wanted to ensure the girls had the same opportunity to train, in his words, rain, sleet, or snow. It was there underneath the bleachers that I learned what it took to be the best version of myself. Underneath those bleachers, I learned failure after many attempts to hit a 70-mile-an-hour fastball off the pitch machine. It was underneath the bleachers where I cried, I failed, I screamed, but was also underneath the bleachers where I learned resilience, how to compete hard, and make no excuses. I found my grit, my determination, and my desire to want to be great. My mom always said, use life stepping stones to build your character, and it was in those times underneath the bleachers where I kept that motto in my head and still carry it today. From my mom, I learned sacrifice and how to do what needs to be done even when it's hard. From my dad, I learned the complexities of pushing players to choose greatness. From him, I learned the coaching process is layered, but always worth the fight. I learned the job of a coach is a journey, but one worth going on. I remember as a player, my dad would always say, you're good, but you're not there yet. Not in a way that discouraged, but in a way to encourage and to never settle. When I walked off my high school field from Nacogdoches High School for the last time and mourning the fact that I wouldn't be coached by him again, he said, you're good, but you're not there yet. When I was recruited to play at the best university here at Mississippi State University and earned the first ever back-to-back SEC Player of the Year honors, he said, you're good, but you're not there yet. When I was invited and selected to play for Team USA and hit the game-winning home run to beat Australia in 14 innings, he said, you're good, but you're not there yet. When I was drafted first round, first pick, and earned MVP and batting champion as a professional softball player for the Akron Racers, he said, you're good, but you're not there yet. Now I stand before you as not only a Hall of Famer, but the first black softball player to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I know that now you can say, you're good and you've made it. I stand before you as the proud daughter of Clarence and Beverly because they made my dreams their dreams. They tirelessly and selflessly sacrificed it all for me. And because of them, I'm able to stand on this stage. To my son, Ian Mack, you're the best thing I have ever done. I am proud to be your mother. And what I do know is that you will be far better than I ever was, and I can't wait to watch it. Thank you again for choosing me to be part of this prestigious and elite group of athletes, and it is my hope that my story encourages other softball players who look like me to find their own underneath the bleacher story.